learned two theory, Werner theory and Valence-Born theory. In this video, we are going to learn the crystal field theory. Rest of the lesson in the PPT. This crystal field theory, before that, Valence-Born theory help us to visualize the bonding in complexes. But in the crystal field, it explains 3 points I indicated. First point, it explains some properties of, that is, color, magnetic behavior, that are explained by crystal field theory. The second one is explain the nature of bonding between the central atom and the ligands or ionic crystals. The next one, it explains the properties of transition metal and their complexes. What are transition metals means? D block elements only called as transition metal. Most of the complex compound in the coordination compound, that is formed by only D block elements. The salient feature of this crystal field theory, the first point, the central atom and the ligands, the bonding between the central atom and ligands are purely ionic. And then the ligand having the more electron, so it is electron rich ligand. Next one, metal, it has the empty orbitals, so that it is electron deficient metal. So the electron rich and electron deficient having the attraction, that is electrostatic attraction. So there is the electrostatic attraction between the ligand and the metal. It is the first point. And second point, sometimes the metal having the charges and also the ligands also having the charges. That is having this, they are considered as a point charge. The metal and the ligand are considered as a point charge. Sometimes the metal atoms are neutral. The same way ligand, some ligand also neutral means that time the atom and the ligands are considered as electric dipole. Before going to the third point, we have to know about the d orbitals. The d orbital, one set is called as Eg orbitals. What are the Eg orbitals mean? The dz squared and dx squared minus z squared. These two orbitals, the lobes, you see that here 4 lobes, they are lying in x-axis and the y-axis. Here the 4 lobes, the 2 lobes alone lying in the z-axis, so that it is called as dz squared. These two orbitals are called as Eg set. What is E means? Doubly degenerate orbitals. Degenerate means they having the same energy level. Both are having same energy level. Now 3 orbitals, one is dxy, another dxz and dzy. Now see the 4 lobes, they are lying between the axes, and these 3 orbitals are called as T2g orbital. What is T means? Triply degenerate orbitals. Gerate means same symmetry. They are having same symmetry and also having same energy level. So we have to know about this Eg orbital and T2g orbital before going to the third step. In this third step, this is hypothetical step, that is the imaginary step. Now see that the d orbitals, before going to the splitting, they are having degenerate. What is degenerate? D orbitals having the equal energy. The ligands form a spherical field. Now these are the ligands. They form the spherical field around the metal. Metal is present in the inside, that is origin. Origin means 0. Now in this field, the energy of 5d orbitals are slowly increases and they form a repulsion between the electrons of metal and ligand. Now in this second step, the actual bond direction, they are ligands are approaching the central metal atom in the actual bond direction. Now see that the L is present in the round, I indicated in round. The L means ligand. There are 6 ligand in octahedral field. Now we are going to learn about the octahedral field. The central metal atom is located in the origin and 6 ligands are coming from plus x, minus x. This is minus x, plus x, and this one is plus z and minus z, and this one is plus y and minus z. So they are approaching the central atom through this axis. The ligands are approaching the central atom through this axis. Next, here along the d of x squared minus y squared and d of z squared. Now see that it is Eg orbitals in the ligand field. It is called as isotropic field or barycenter. We will learn this one in the next slide. In the ligand field only, they are d orbitals are now split into 2 sets. One is T2g set. What are means? D of xy, d of yz and d of zx, and Eg set means d of x squared minus y squared and d of z squared. These two now we are going to split in this level. These are having same energy level and these are having same energy level. The degenerate orbiter, what is degenerate means? Same energy level orbitals now split into two sets. Now split into two sets. This process is called as crystal field splitting. In this step also the complex is never formed. The third step, in this step the complex formation not yet forward. When it is forward means the attraction between the negatively charged electron and positively charged metal ion slowly decrease the net decrease in energy. The decrease in energy only favor the complex formation by driving the force. Next one, we are going to see the octahedral field only. Now we are seeing the central metal atom, they are in free state. The d orbitals have same energy. When the ligand approaching the central atom, that they form one field, that is spherical crystal field. In that field, the energy of d orbital somewhat rising, and after that before the complex formation, the d orbitals are going to split. The two T2G orbitals mean d of xy, d of yz and d of xz, they are lying below and Eg level somewhat rising. This is called as barycenter, that is average energy of the orbital. To maintain as a constant value, they slowly rise. Which one is slowly rise means the Eg orbital are slowly rise, that is 3 by 5 delta 0. That 0 indicate that octahedral field. The delta means what means? It is a crystal field splitting energy. So to maintain this average energy as a constant one, the Eg level slowly rise by 3 by 5 delta 0. And to maintain this average energy as constant, the T2G orbitals are slowly decreases by minus 2 by 5 delta 0. So this is the crystal field splitting in octahedral complexes. Now we are going to learn the crystal field splitting in tetrahedral complexes. Here we have to consider as a cube. In this cube, the metal atom is present in the center and 4 ligands are approaching the central atom along the direction of diagonal. Here, the d orbitals point directly towards the ligands. None of the d2 orbitals are pointing close to the direction than the e orbitals. Here 2t orbitals only pointing close to the central atom than the g orbitals. So that it is not like the octahedral splitting. The tetrahedral ligand field, the T2 is increases by 2 by 5 delta T. The delta is indicated the crystal field splitting energy and T indicated that it is in a tetrahedral ligand field. Now Eg orbitals are decreases by 3 by 5 delta T. Now you see that the diagram in the next slide. Here also, what is the difference between octahedral field and tetrahedral field means there is two difference. One is splitting is inverted, then another one is the splitting energy is very less compared to the octahedral field. These are the two difference between the octahedral field and tetrahedral field. Now there is a relationship between crystal field splitting energy between the octahedral and tetrahedral field. Delta T, delta means crystal field splitting energy of tetrahedral is equal to 4 by 9 delta 0. 0 means octahedral field. This diagram is for crystal field splitting in tetrahedral field. First of all, the metal is in free ion. Free ion means the d orbitals are in same energy level. When the ligand approaches, they form one field, that is spherical crystal field. That field, the average energy is slowly rising. Afterward, before the complex formation, the d orbitals are getting to split in this field, that is called as tetrahedral field. Now see that here T2G is somewhat rising, Eg is slow decreases in energy. Now this one barycenter, what is barycenter means? It's average energy. To maintain the constant value, the T2 is slowly rising and Eg is slowly decreases, and value is 2 by 5 delta T. Here value is 3 by 5 delta T. And this is the relationship between tetrahedral field and octahedral field. What is the relation means? Delta T is equal to 4 by 9 delta 0. Now crystal field energy and nature of the ligand. The magnitude means amount of crystal field splitting energy is not only depends on the ligand field. It is also depends on the nature of ligand, whether the ligand is positive, negative or neutral. The same way nature of the metal ion. Metal ion is positive or neutral ion. And charge on it. Charge means positive, negative or neutral. So depends on these three factor also, the amount of crystal field splitting energy may vary. Now see that titanium, it is form a complexes between bromine, fluorine and water. That is absorption wavelength of complexes is given. For titanium hexabromide is 12,500, titanium hexafluoride is 19,000, titanium aqua titanium is 20,000 centimeter minus 1. It is a formula is given here. Delta means what? Crystal field splitting energy, that is equal to H nu. H means Planck's constant value, that is 6.626 into 10 power minus 34 joules second. And mu means it is a c by lambda. C means velocity of the light and lambda is the wavelength, and reciprocal of the 1 by lambda is called as nu bar. What is nu bar means? It is a wave number of the absorption number. Then C value is 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second minus 1. After applying these two value, and then here they given the wavelength value. After putting that in the formula, we get the delta value for titanium hexabromide and then titanium hexafluoride and titanium aqua titanium. That is, we get 149.4 and 227.7 and 239.7 kilojoule mole minus 1. From that we conclude that the crystal field splitting energy of bromine minus is very less when compared to the fluorine minus, and when compared to the water, fluorine minus is very less. So water is having the more crystal field splitting energy when compared to the among the three complexes. Now we are getting the crystal field splitting power for various ligands. We are getting some arrangement here. In the right hand side it is called as strong field ligand. Why they are called as strong field ligand means they are creating the larger crystal field splitting. And this left hand side they are called as weak field ligand. Why they are called as weak field ligand means they cause a smaller crystal field splitting, so that they are called as weak field ligand, and these series is called as spectrochemical symbol.